Welcome to Morning Market Report. I'm Digvijay. Today is 4th March and GIFT Nifty is indicating a big gap down. It's indicating 164 point gap down. This doesn't seem good. So market seems very bearish, and if you just look at the global cues, it was very negative as well. Like Nasdaq 100 dropped by 2.2%. That mainly happened because of one stock, Nvidia, which is a very heavyweight stock in Nasdaq 100 that dropped more than 8%. That's the reason why Nasdaq fell so much. However, the market did fell. That's what matters. So US market is negative. If we talk about the Japan market, Nikkei 225, that's negative as well, by 1.82%. um, it closed below 1.82%, so not good. Along with that, Germany market was up. However, I think the major economy that does matter from Indian perspective is the US economy most important, and then Australia and Japan. These two are again uh, second most important after US. So Japan was down, Australia was down as well. I don't have it here, but I believe it was down 1%. So Nifty 50 is indicating a gap down, and 22,000 can be seen as a very strong support only because it is a round number, right? Let me draw a trend line here. The reason 22,000 is a strong support is because of the trend line. If we go back, we don't really see a lot of support been taken from 22,000. There is one or two resistance, but not much support. The actual support lies in 21,800. So if I just draw one trend line in 21,800, then you will see what I'm trying to say. Right, almost 21,800, and you can see 21,800 is a very strong support, right? It's way more stronger than 22,000. 22,000 is just a wrong, is just a round number. So market might open somewhere close to 22,000 today, and if it either there's a possibility that it might be able to break the 22,000 today. However, the probability is low. What I'm expecting is I'm expecting market to be a sideways market, and maybe in the early like half an hour or 1 hour, if the selling pressure is too much, then it would be able to break 22,000. Otherwise, it mostly is going to be a sideways market, and there's a possibility the today candle might close at as a doji or something. So that's one thing. And in terms of trend line, if market does open here somewhere, it will open somewhere here, and if it breaks this resistance somewhere around 22,000, 160, then it would be able to break 22,260 as well, the yesterday high. It would be able to break that as well. Then the trend will shift from downward to upward, but as of now the trend is downward. There's no doubt about it. One resistance can be seen from this level. This can act as a good resistance. If market does come here somewhere, then this can act as a resistance, but it has to come before this, right? If it just opens here and it shoot up to this level, then there is a possibility that the resistance might come from here, and this trend line will might not even be needed. But if it comes somewhere here, then this trend line will work. Let's say market open here and it consolidated and slowly went ahead and took resistance from here, then there's a possibility that this trend line will work. So talking about yesterday data, yesterday DII just completely owned FII, right? FII sold net for 4,788 crores. However, DII bought almost double of that, 8,791 crores, and that's the reason we have seen this recovery, right? This recovery is mainly attributed to DIIs. And even previous day you see that FII sold for 11,600 crores. DII bought for 12,000 crores. However, this was very interesting because DII bought twice as FII sold. So this goes to show that DII now believe that the market or the stock, the heavyweight stock, are at a very fair price. So they want to accumulate their stock for their mutual fund or whatever money they have, they want to deploy that money. So that's one thing. If we talk about open interest, so this is open interest, and the as per the open interest doesn't work every time. It just helps you to get a very, very shallow idea about what support and resistance can be. So the recent support can be seen at 21,900. You can see the difference between the call and put, right? Let me just go to the open interest instead of going for change. That will give you a better idea. So 22,000 is seems as a strong support, right? There's a difference between, uh, there's a difference between the call OI and put OI, and 21,900. So there's a lot of support, and on the other hand, there's a lot of resistance. So open interest is not showing anything. If I need to force myself to try to, you know, come up with an opinion from open interest. However, open interest is very naive. It's not really showing anything. It's showing that market is most probably going to be uncertain and it's going to be volatile day to day. So let market open and let's see how market goes.